The middle. Nobody wants to be in the middle. How about now?
I think, yes, we're good to go now. Okay, sorry, I was talking and it was muted. You might have heard me on the other camera. Mr. Neal, Matt Neal, is going to be presenting on using Google Apps to collaborate with colleagues and students. This is the after-school professional development, and the chat feature, which I thought I was going to be able to turn on today, I wasn't able to get working, so we'll try and get that set up for next time. We're going to be starting this off relatively soon. Wanted to put my face up there. Hello, everyone. So yeah, so we're going to be starting up relatively soon, and once Mr. Neal starts, we should be going.
We just want to sign in. We want to make sure that we sign in. Don't get to sign in our paper to get.
Oh, we will.
Yes. No, I got mine.
Yours is muted now.
Mine's muted now, so I can hear it. You don't have to mute it.
It's good.
I'll just
All right, welcome everyone to this Google Drive event, Google Hangout. Thanks for coming. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate it. And we're going to get started right away. We're going to learn a little bit today about Google Docs and Google Drive, specifically how you can work better with your students than with each other. And yes, there we go. Thank you. And thanks, Mr. Russell. And we're going to get started right away. And what we're going to do, I'm going to walk you through a couple of things. I'm going to share my screen here so everyone can see what we're doing. Oh. Mr. Russell, I think we may have a problem.
Oh, pull down your share out the other screen. Not that. Yep, share out that one.
That one? All right. All right, everyone. We're going to talk a little bit about Google, and we're going to talk about, first of all, welcome. I did welcome you guys. And I apologize if I'm a little nervous. This is my first time running one of these, especially on air. We're all nervous. That's okay. But you guys have made the right decision coming today. Thank you. I'm going to try to save you as much time as absolutely possible by teaching you how to work better with each other and with your students, which is the exciting thing about this. And again, just thank you all for coming. It means a lot to me. Am I muted?
No, the screen's not sharing now.
It's not sharing? Okay. We'll get in and fix that. Just my face? Well, we don't want that. We got to fix that right away, right?
Not the Hangout.
That's okay. I have lots of typos. Thank you, though. They will, but that's okay. That was what I was on. Did it work?
Let me see.
Thanks for the help on that, though. All right.
There we go. Good. Okay. Wonderful.
Any student who is going over to LIP may report over to the middle school at this time.
Once you kick it in.
Once I kick it into the thing?
Yeah,
we'll just go like this. How about this? We'll keep it here. So why?
You need to share it again.
Share it again? So why? Sorry, guys. We'll get it. Screen share. And the desktop won't work, you're saying?
You can do desktop.
Okay. Let me do this. So now it'll work? We're good? You're seeing it?
Yep.
You guys? Okay. So the reason we're here is to try to work better together. And something I think is really important for us to understand, and it's something that I'm a fan of tech when it works. And this is technology that works. And that's what's so exciting about it. And see, we have a couple of hiccups, but we just get through it and we keep moving. The biggest thing about Google Docs that you guys all need to know, it's going to allow us to work better together. It's going to be easy, and you can access it from anywhere. So if you ever run into that problem where you have a million Word documents and everyone's sending things back and forth and you're sending it back and forth and which document are we using, that problem doesn't happen with Google Docs because we all have the doc in the same place and we're all sharing it together. And specifically today, I'm not going to be up here just talking the whole time. We're just going to get in and do it. We're going to work together and practice and work on a few things together. I'm really excited about this. I want to show you something, basically walk you through Google Drive. If anyone's ever, I'm sure you guys have used Google Drive a little bit, or at least seen it, but if you have a Gmail account or a Weatherly account with Google Apps, you have Google Drive. So if you're in your email right now, are you all in your email? Yeah? You're in your Drive? Perfect. That's easier. You go to your Drive right here, and you're in the screen. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Awesome. All the apps are accessible here by hitting the Create. All the different things, all the different Google documents. And you have Google Docs, okay? You have documents, presentations, spreadsheets, forms, and drawings all at your fingertips at any time. And what's exciting about that is everything you see here in this list can be shared with colleagues to work together. So let's say Mr. Ziegler and Mr. Pino want to do cross-curricular work with shop and with industrial arts, Mr. Ziegler, with industrial arts, okay, and technology. Let's say for the cars, they want to work together, and Mr. Pino has his web design team doing a little website for the cars or doing some advertisements. You guys can do a Google Doc and work together and share this document. So I'm not sure if you guys raise your hand if you've used Google Documents before. If you used it before. Okay, we're gonna just practice. We're gonna share a document. It's a real simple thing. And if you want to create a new document, just click here and you have a new document, just like that. Okay? And the most important thing with this is you have a new document right away you can share with each other. And could you all just get a partner? That would be great. So you two together, you two, and if you two could work together, if we all could just partner up, whoever you're sitting right next to be your partner. And I just want to share this. I want you guys to share this. So just put maybe your name here, okay? Just so you practice. And all you got to do to change this, again, is go up to right where the title is, right up here. Click there, and you can change the title of your document right there. So click right up here.
My screen looks a little different than yours. I don't have the untitled document.
So you create a new document and title it. Could you guys give me a thumbs up if you're with me? Good? Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Once you name it, you're here. And I'm going to share this out with all of you. So let me share this out with all of you here. So, okay, if we go. Actually, I'll just share it with Lori. Can I use you as a guinea pig? Just to make it Roger cell. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm in my wrong account here. That's why we were having problems, Mr. Russell.
DG.
What's that?
L. I probably already know.
Okay.
At Weatherly.
Thank you. Okay, just like that? Okay. And I'm going to send this to Lori. Perfect. And that's going to show up here as shared. So Lori's going to get it on her end, and she's going to be able to access this document. You got it? Awesome. Jump in. Jump into the document, Mrs. Rogers. So you're going to be right up in here. There she is. You're seeing her come in. She's the L up there. Look at that. She's right in the document with me. So what's nice about that is if you're working on something here, whoop, I messed you up, Laura. So if you're working on something here, so a practice sentence, okay, she can then edit what I wrote. So you can just change that. Change that to whatever you want, Mrs. Rogers. Look at that. She could put practice sentences. Good. That's very nice. And if I want to leave her a comment, all I do is I say right here, I can go to Insert Comment, and I can then put a comment right here on the side and say, hey, great work. So you guys can all understand how this would be great with students. I use this with my students in order to look at their writing, and they'll share a document with me, and I'll go through and leave them comments on in their, we call them online notebooks. It's a really nice thing. Yes?
So Matt, since you highlighted that particular one and it's pink, that identifies me. So if Nicole was in here, she would have a different color.
Yes.
So that's how you would know who you're actually commenting to.
Yes. So the more people that jump in here, you're going to see up here more people coming in, and you can share with as many people. I mean, there's almost no limit to it. It could get overloaded if it's like hundreds, I think, or something like that. I've seen that happen maybe once. Yeah, we'll have to test it. We'll test the limits. So what I'd like you to do is, with your partner, practice this. Share out a document with them, and I'm going to walk you through it again. You take your document. Once it's created, you just go to Share. Right there, up in the upper right-hand corner, right here. You go to Share. Okay? And then once you go to Share, you go to Invite People, and you put their Weatherly email account right there.
Yes.
And what's nice, go ahead.
Is that different than the comments to the right of the document?
This is, right here, what you're seeing here, this is just your sharing screen. I'm sorry.
When you're done with your sharing screen, you go back to the document and I'll ask you. So to the top right, it says comments.
Right.
And you get that text box. When it comes up, is that different than
This is a complete,
the one that you put in?
thank you, Mrs. G. This is a complete record of all, Mrs. Rogers, of all of this right here. So what's nice about this is you might have 50 comments, and you might delete one, and you can go back, and it's all right in here. That's what that is.
I always use that one.
You use this. So you comment right up here, you're saying.
Yeah.
The reason why I like to do it in text is because if you have here, it's important to ask good questions in class. Okay? Then I can actually comment on why is it important. And that will actually go into text. Do you know what I mean? So that will actually be highlighting what you want it to highlight if you do that. So you have a whole line of text right here, right? you can highlight and give them specific comments exactly where you want it to be.
Can you share that out to the group, the high school, WAC?
Absolutely. Just the high school or everyone? High school.
Well, Mr. Tripler wanted to get in, so.
Oh, yeah, we'll let Mr.
You know, we'll
Tripler
see
in.
if we could, well,
Yep.
you can just put the whole high school
Let's
in,
do-
we'll see what happens with the document.
Let's
Oh, no,
do,
no, you can hit cancel, but share it out today.
yeah, I was just
Oh,
going
so-
to practice document for our...
To make it make sense.
Yeah, Matt Neal. Yeah, like why is Matt Neal?
Exactly.
All right, practice document for the district, and then we go to, you know what, I'm going to invite myself, and then I'm going to send it from that, because that'll make
Yeah,
it less
that's okay.
confusing. Right? We make it less confusing?
Yeah.
I was logged in as that, and then, there we go.
Okay, this is where I am.
There we go. All right, now I'm in. That'll be easier, too.
Yeah.
We'll let Mr. Tripler in here. So right now what we're doing is I'm inviting the high school staff.
Actually, maybe the whole district.
You want me to do that?
Since you have, yeah, since.
Do you want me to whole district?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, whole district.
Will this come as an email? And then,
Yes, it'll come as an email.
Should it be all staff, Mr. Russell?
Yep.
Okay.
because just now, him and I were going,
So I'm now sharing this out with the whole district, and I'm going to add, you can add a customized message here, which is nice.
oh, okay, sure.
So I'll put a message in there.
You did just now.
You just go into the drive.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
And then there's the
We
Oh, share
are
it with me. Okay.
sharing a Google document with you to practice collaborating. Any questions, just let me know. Thanks, Matt. So I just put a custom message in here. You can put a nice message in here, which is cool.
Yeah, you could actually, if you guys didn't hear that, it's neat. You could actually put custom messages in, so when you send it out to people, they understand why you're sending them the document. So they just don't see a document show up and.
Okay. So this document's going out to everyone now. So maybe, ladies, you might get some questions, and you're building and say, why did they get this document? You know, what's Matt doing? And we just shared it with everyone just so they can see what we're working on. And so you all can jump into this if you want to, if you'd like to jump in and try it. It'll be in your email. So, ladies, were you able to get in? Mrs. Rogers, Mrs. G, were you able to get into this? Could you go into your email on this? And see, did you all get an email?
Got it. Cool.
Were you able to get in? If you check your email, you should have an email from me. Everyone see that? Could you go into that? If you just click on the email and you see I wrote you a little note, okay? And if you just click on that, it'll take you right into the document. So just jump into the document. We'll all be in the same place then. Okay? Oh, there's Mr. Tripler. He's got the best avatar. I love it. Hi, Mr. Tripler. Oh, there he is. Mrs. T is here. That's right. Look out. So if one of you, if you want to comment on any of these things, so Lori's practicing a comment. Now, when Lori comments down here, I can click on Lori and I can reply directly to Lori here. Just by clicking on that, I can say, thanks, Lori. And then she'll see that reply here. So I just replied to her. So you can have a conversation, which is nice if you're working on a document. You're able to be in that situation where you don't want to type on the document itself, like you want to be editing the document and then talking off of the document. That's what that is. So could we all just do, has everyone written something in there, just anything like hello or something, just to see you could do it? I see, and you guys will see, there's Mr. Tripler. There's Mr. Tripler right here. Mrs. T. Who's over here? If you hover. Another cool thing, if you want to see who's editing this, if you hover, you can hover over Mr. Pino. You'll see James Pino, if you want to hover.
Yeah, this is the one they're editing.
Who's up here? Margie Radoka is up here. So I see where Margie is. She's up here. All you do is hover your cursor over and you can see it. A few passwords needed. Okay, now Mike has a spelling error, so I'm going to correct it. So look, I just corrected it. All you do is Control-click that, and you can correct the spelling error. So Nancy's right there. She was trying to correct Mr. Ziegler, too. I don't blame you, Nancy.
I was dying last night though when she
Oh,
posted that.
yes. No, Maria posted something. Yeah, that was fun.
All right, so if we keep going down here, I'm going to space down a little bit. And yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Lori.
So if I'm going to share this with my whole class,
Right.
I need all of their emails.
Correct.
Is there a way to save all of those together
Yes,
so
there
that
is.
I don't have to keep doing that all the time?
Yes, there is. You can create a list in your email, and
Is that too much ahead?
what you would do is if it. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Ms. Court. No, thanks for coming in. You're working hard. You're doing other important stuff too. What we would do for. No, that's okay. Let me just tell you what we would do. For that, all you do is go into your email, and I can walk you through this a little bit slower. But you would just create an email list in here. So you'd create what's called a group. So that would be if you got into. I'm down here. I have too many things here. I can't find it, Mr. Russell. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's.
You'd create a group, but I can't
Okay,
find
so
group.
you go to your email, create a group, you put all their emails in.
And you can just do that. It's super easy. If I'm not on the spot, I can show you. Yeah.
So that's what, like, when you
Would
have
you
those
go to
freshman
groups?
classes.
In the, you know, where you choose your apps.
Would you go up here?
No, right there. Yep. Would you go into groups there?
Maybe you would.
Create it?
I haven't done it that way before. I've just done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
sure.
I don't think so. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Contacts. The mail.
That's what. Thank you.
Mail.
There it
There
is.
it
Thank
is.
you. So you go to mail, and then you go to contacts. I'm sorry, I wasn't finding that. And once you get that, all right, you're then going to go in, and you're going to make a new group. So once you make a new group, you name that, and you can put all their emails in there and just email your class. It's very easy, or you can share a document with your class.
And one of the neat things, which hopefully we'll be able to present on this, in the, well, I can't say the near future since school's about to end for this year, but they're coming out with Google Classroom, which it's actually an LMS, a learning management system, that helps you to actually share out these documents much easier. So the way we're doing it now is kind of clunky, but when this new feature comes out, it's just going to be amazing and make it that much easier for you to do these certain things to actually share out documents. So hopefully, you know, I would assume in the earlier on part of next year, we'll be able to get you a good one out on Google Classroom. That should be coming out.
That'd be great. We're excited to get to play with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And what's cool is we have all the tools right now to be able to do document sharing and all this. And we've been doing this. I mean, I've been doing this in my classroom for the last 5-6 years, and the kids love it. That's the thing. It's very easy. I know my students would oftentimes maybe forget their notebook. They can't forget their notebook in these situations. They have their notebook. So say I know Mrs. G and I co-teach a class, and a lot of her students in these situations, the three of us will all be on the document together. So that information is shared with me and her and that student, and we all work together on those documents. It's really cool. It's a neat thing.
Let's see if we can pull into forms.
Yeah, we go to forms here. I know we're running a little bit. I run a little bit by. I just want to show you one quick thing. This is a Google form, and Google Forms is an easy way for you to be able to send a survey out to everyone and collect information and get feedback on things. This form right here is just a real quick try that I've been using this because we all want to stay in contact with parents, and sometimes for me, you know, I might forget to write something down or I have it in different places. So what I did is I created a form for myself to do this, and basically you create the form in Google, and you can then, it's very easy to collect that information. And we might, if I go to the live form here, it'll make more sense. So what you could share out, you could share this out with your students, you could just use it yourself. For me, I've been using this recently just to keep track of my parent interactions. So I'm documenting when I'm calling home, things like that. And this is a practice form. This isn't the actual form. But basically, you fill this out, and so if I filled it out real quick now, okay, John Smith, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, phone number 555-555-555, email smiths@gmail.com. Notes from the conversation. Spoke with Mrs. Smith, and we agreed that John could be more consistent with his homework. We are going to encourage him. And this is just for me. This isn't something I would share out, but this is something I've been using a little bit, and I just submit this to myself, actually, is what I've been doing. And I'm encouraging myself here. A way to be your documentation will help you be a better teacher, which will help your students. Woohoo! Just a little self-encouragement. And what you'll see, let me just view the responses here, is now I have that information collected for me. And it's time-stamped.
Yeah,
So,
if you add another one in there, though, is it going to go to that same folder of
yes,
information?
this is what's wonderful. For me, I have this now. If I make a phone call to a parent, before I forget, I just put it in. Boom, it's done. I have a timestamp. I have who I have the student who I talked to, okay, their number for easy access so I can call again. I've got their email and the notes. And the nice thing is if you're dealing with if it's the same parent, you just would say same email or something and we keep going forward. But if I have 10 parent interactions, let's say I call 10 parents in one day, I have each parent right here, each student with the notes from the call. And this is all just shared with me. It's shared with no one. It's just
So you
for myself.
Click on that same document title.
Yep.
Put
So
in another response, and it will go to the next
yeah,
one.
so what I would do is I would just go to, this is the responses. So I would just go for this. If we want to submit another one, okay? So I'll be like, I would put in another one and it would go right in here. It's a wonderful thing.
One of the neat things, could you go back to the actual
The spreadsheet?
response area? Yeah.
Yeah.
The neat thing about all of these forms, your documents, your spreadsheets and everything, is you could actually share these out to your colleagues and edit these documents back and forth. So no matter what, if you have any ones where you click the create button and you see all of those in that list, you can share those back and forth with your colleagues. So you could actually modify the form, modify the Excel sheet. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah, these can, go ahead.
Is that form on here, or is that one you created?
I created, and it's super easy to create, and I think it'll probably, I think walking through that might take a little, I could show you how to do it really quick if you wanted me to.
Share, well, could you create another template? Maybe share it out to everybody?
Yeah, well, what I could do is, do you guys want me to share this contact form with you? Not that it won't go to this place, but here's the key. If I share this with you, you need to make a copy of it, because it'll all go back to this same place otherwise. So maybe I should show them how to do that before we do it. Yeah. The biggest thing is this. This allows you can share a spreadsheet, you can collaborate, you can do anything, but you don't have to. So something like this, I would never share out, obviously. This would just be for me, because it's a parent form.
I got a key. I could let you guys in.
Yeah.
I'll walk over with you.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming so much.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay, sorry,
That's fine. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, no.
No, that's fine. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate it. Go ahead. That's fine. If you guys have to go go ahead. That's fine. Yep. Whatever you want to do. Thank you all so much for coming. Anyone who's
Check your weather on your phones, just so you know.
Yeah, we'll just be doing another 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to be doing another 5 minutes. No worries. No worries.
Thank
I don't know what
That's fine.
It
fine,
says, if it hails, park my truck somewhere. So anyway,
Oh, here. I'll take it.
I guess I should close your window.
So, this is my other question with, one of my big things is we share a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I have so much stuff to look through.
You want folders, don't
Can
you? Oh, you want
But
folders.
Can I get it to
Oh.
go to my
Color-coded.
Yeah.
the folder every time, or can I get it to go to a folder?
Thank you, ladies, so much for coming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Rogers. You're saying, can I put it in different folders?
Can I get it to just go to the folder, or do I have to put it in a...
I see what you're asking. Okay, here's what you can do, and this will help you.
I know how to create a folder, and I know like how to move them in, but
Okay.
there's a way where I can direct
Yes,
them
there is. Here's what you would need to do. If you want to create a folder, okay, let's say you want to create a folder here. So we'll create a folder, we'll say practice folder. Okay? Right there. See that folder there? All right. You want me to I'll make it a pretty color too. How about that? We'll make it, what color do you want, Mrs. Rogers? Green. Which green? This one? There we go. Green folder. Now, if we're in this folder right here, and you're in that folder and you create a document, it will be created in this folder. Okay? So it'll actually be here, or you can just drag files in. Now, if you share this folder with someone, that will keep it shared with them. So let's say you share it with your first period class, and you want to put all the documents that you want for your first period class in that folder, and they will have access to it. It is as simple as that.
What if they just do something and I tell them to share it with me? I can't do it. Like, I have to create it first.
They can, well, they would just have, they would be the owner then. That would be the only thing. But they have the ability to create their own folder. So in my one class, I didn't do it this year. Last year, my honors students, I had 8 students. So they all had their own folder shared with me. And they put all of their stuff in that folder, and then I just had it. Now, the only issue with that is that they forget to put it in. Then they're saying, "Oh, I did it," and then they don't. You don't have that.
On their documents.
Right. So they will have that, and you can check the revision history to make sure that they had it done.
Right. I'm gonna practice those several things.
That's a good question.
I learned a lot.
You're welcome.
In that little time now, so.
Oh, thank you so much, Lori. That's great. That's awesome.
We got it.
Does anyone else have questions? Anything you're interested in? What do you
I
think?
think we're good to go.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I was talking to Mr. Neal, and this is an area where we could definitely have a Google Apps, Google Drive session 2, session 3.
Yeah.
So please let us know, and we'll definitely hit on this a lot more, and we'll have these half-an-hour sessions to go more in depth.
I think it should be good on an in-service day.
Oh yeah.
All right, at the end.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. I would love to do. I really think that would be a great idea to
It's probably
spend.
about an hour and a half session would be good. This
Yeah.
is a little too short.
Well, and
And you don't want to go too all day either.
But it's a taste.
correct.
Now you guys.
This is, yeah.
Now you guys. No, absolutely. This is why this is such a good thing that Mr. Russell is organizing these, is because we all get a taste now. And so Lori gets some of her questions answered. We all get a little bit of a little experience with it, and then we could. That even helps us, I think, if we did an hour and a half. I think we should on an in-service day. And then we all can really dive in more in detail.
See, and this is just getting you eager and ready to ask for that.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
ready.
service day.
Mr. Ziegler's ready to learn.
Yeah.
He's ready.
In there for a new session. But
Thank you all so much for coming, and really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Mr. Ross.
All right.
Matt, did a good job too. Like,
Mhm.
I know that, like, our ability levels are different. So I don't know if I benefit if you're at a different level. You know what I mean? Like,
could you mute your audio? Wonderful. Okay, so this is the end of our Google Apps collaboration session, and I wanted to thank you all for coming or viewing this if you're viewing it later on a recorded session, and we'll keep you up to date. Get on the Google Plus community, which is Weatherly Area SD After School Professional Development, and we'll chat on there. Join, leave comments, let us know what we're doing good, what we're doing bad, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.